Hey, what's up, guys? It's Apollo Uchiha here, back with a new movie. The name of this movie is What If Naruto Was Chakra? And yeah, guys, it's an unscripted movie as well. Now, before continuing this, I would like to give shout out to Ishiki Otsutsuki, the one who suggested me this idea again. Shout out to you, my guy, for again suggesting me this wonderful idea. I hope this suffices to your idea and your desire, and as well as all of you like it as well. And if you do, then please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel. And without further ado, let's begin with our story. Story begins in Konoha Gakure no Sato, the village known as one of the strongest shinobi villages in the elemental nation. As the atmosphere was peaceful until, boom, a huge explosion was heard as a giant monster erupted. It was made out of sand and many markings over its body. It was none other than Shikaku, the One Tail, as Jinchuriki was unconscious on its head, as the Biju was free and cackling like a madman as it was destroying everything in its path, and many shinobis who were foreign entered the said village, invading it from many different passages and places, as the Jonins and the shinobi of the said village were on guard and were trying to protect the village and all of its civilians. While in the Kage box, Hiruzen Sarutobi, the third Hokage of the said village, looked at his other occupant of the room as his eyes narrowed. "What is the meaning of this, Kazekage-sama?" "Oh, but sensei, it has every meaning to it, doesn't it? Because it is my will that this attack is happening." As in front of Hiruzen, the skin of Kazekage peeled, and only to reveal his student who has been abandoned his village and become a traitor to it. As Hiruzen's eyes widened, Orochimaru, what are you doing here? What is your purpose of attacking?" "Oh, sensei, why are you so naive? Why else would I attack but in order to kill you and destroy this village into nothingness? Then I must stop you for once and for all this time. I'm not going to be lenient like the last time. You made the mistake, sensei, last time, and I'll make sure you regret it." As a barrier erupted around them, as Hiruzen saw four of the Genin standing there as the battle commenced. As they were battling, and many shinobis were securing the civilians while also battling with the other shinobis of both Oto and Suna. We go towards the Forest of Death, where we see the sand monster finally dissolving, as the Jinchuriki was a redhead boy with black marks all over his eyes and a kanji for love on his forehead without any eyebrows. It was none other than Gaara no Sabuko, as he fell down to the ground as Naruto landed in front of him. As Naruto was looking at him, he was completely exhausted though. On the other side, Hiruzen was battling against the Edo Tensei, Shoda and Nidaime Hokage, the Senju brothers, Tobirama and Hashirama, as Orochimaru was the one who revived them and made them his mindless slaves who were battling against their own student. And Hiruzen, being old, was losing badly as he go towards Naruto. After his talk no jutsu with Gaara and making Gaara the good guy, he got up as his teammates were there. "Naruto, you should rest," said Sasuke Uchiha. Even though she was an emo, she had a secret, and the secret was that she loved, worshipped Naruto and adored him. She even had a shrine back there in her room, but she would have to kill you if she tell you that. As she was broken after seeing that the love of her life, her life was like this. He was badly bruised and needed medical attention badly. As Naruto was having a bad feeling, "I need to get back. The villagers might need our help. Sasuke, Sakura, we should get back. Hurry. Naruto, you need medical attention." "Yeah, Baka," said Sakura. "You need medical attention." As Naruto looked at Sakura. "But Sakura, we have to help." "Naruto, are you being an idiot for real? You're barely hurt. What would you do? Or any of us would do? We're just cannons. We can evacuate some. We can save some people. That's what we can do." As Naruto dashed, moving in between the path from both of them, as both of them followed behind him. As Naruto arrived, he was rescuing civilians from the set arena in which he was battling against Gaara, or Satsuki was, as Naruto saw that his Gigi was fighting in the rooftop from the broken roof, As Naruto jumped, "Naruto, where are you going? Evacuate them. I need to help Gigi." As Naruto arrived there to see that Anbus were surrounded near a dome or some sort of purple energy, as they were beating it and punching it, but it wasn't penetrated. Suddenly, one of the Genins who were holding the said seal and barrier lost consciousness, and for only a moment though, and the barrier was broken only for some moments, and that was all Naruto needed. While Anbu stumbled back because of charging attacks after attacks and jutsus after jutsu on the barrier to penetrate it, they were blown back as the barrier was broken only for a second, and it was only enough for Naruto to get inside because of his high speed and agility. As he entered there, the Genins were like, "Shit, if one of them passed, hold the barrier. Orochimaru-sama will deal with him." As Orochimaru came in front of Naruto. Well, Naruto-kun. Why are you here? I thought you might be busy with somebody. I took care of your puppet. Gaara is no longer yours. He's free now. Impressive. To be able to take down one Tails, even without Kyuubi's chakra. How do you know? Well, I was the one who placed the seal. As Naruto gritted his teeth, I know it is still working. And you are not using Kyuubi's chakra. As Naruto got into battle stance, as on the other side, Hiruzen, who was busy fighting, was tired as he was on one knee. "Hiruzen, you have to fight. We cannot control. Sensei, I've gotten old. What do you expect from me? I can hold on, barely now. Monkey, you have to hold on." As Hiruzen's eyes then went towards Naruto. "Where are you looking at?" As both of the Kages then looked towards Orochimaru and a kid. "Who's that?" "That is my successor, my fallen successor's son, Naruto Namikaze Uzumaki." "And Uzumaki, you say? Does that mean that he is the..." "Yes, he's the third Jinchuriki. After that Kushina girl." I see. So I suppose that he's her son then," said Tobirama, connecting the dots. "Hi, Sensei. He is. I see. Then what is he doing here? And how did he get inside?" "That I do not know, but he seems to be in trouble." As Hiruzen then have read, he was called the Professor for nothing, placed some seals to countermeasure both of the Orochimaru seals, and turned both of them towards himself. But it was only for a few minutes, and that was all it needed, as Orochimaru was quite surprised when both of the Shodai Nidame attacked him. What is going on? As then he sent chakra pulse as the seals that were placed on them disrupted. As Hiruzen gritted his teeth, "Naruto, my boy, what are you doing here? It is dangerous, you have to get out." "No, Gigi, I'm here to fight alongside you. We're going to take the snake bastard down." "No, Naruto, I'm afraid you have to leave." As Hiruzen began to prepare the hand seals that once his successor made, "I'm going to use a jutsu and take him down with me, alongside the Shodai and Nidame. Listen to the monkey's words, kid. Leave, this is not a child's playground," said Tobirama. "Oh yeah, old man, you wanna go, huh?" As Shodai chuckled. He says Mito's temper." "Every Uzumaki has temper," said Tobirama, as both of them charged at Naruto. Naruto, while being able to evade some of their attacks, wasn't able to parry all of them. He was hurt. But before Hiruzen could simply complete his seal, Orochimaru did something which caused his eyesight to get distracted, and that was enough to make a malfunctioning seal, a whole new seal. As the Shinigami did appear, but Naruto jumped in front of him. "No, I'm not going to let you take Gigi." And Naruto as a whole was dragged inside of Shinigami's stomach with his body, alongside the first two Hokages and Orochimaru. But Orochimaru was able to escape where part of his soul was, which survived inside none other than Kabuto Yakushi, or newly reincarnated Orochimaru. Damn, that was close. Kabuto's chakra is very low. I have to train and wait to strike again. Damn that bastard. I hope he dies there. It might be surprising now that Konoha has lost their Jinchuriki what they might do, said Orochimaru as he walked away. As inside the barrier, now that the barrier was dropped, Oto and Suna were retreating, because Konoha Shinobi somehow were able to stop them. As for Hiruzen, he was sitting there, his eyes widened, his mouth open with shock, No words were uttered out, as many shinobis gathered there. As one of the Anbu, Tenzo, codenamed Tora, asked, Hokage-sama, what happened to Naruto? As Yugao Uzuki, who was also known as Neko, who watched over Naruto somewhat, was also quite confused. Yes, he was one moment here, and suddenly that demon-like figure arrived and consumed him. That was Shigenigami-sama. As all of them gasped after hearing that. Wait, and it consumed Naruto, does that mean? Yes, Naruto is gone. I was the one who was supposed to go, but it seems he's the one who died. As when he uttered these words, he heard a shout yelling no, and when he looked towards, it was none other than Satsuki Uchiha, standing there with her Sharingan activated, which was blinking between 3 tomos and another pattern like a flower petal. As tears were falling down, Sasuke calmed down, as Kakashi said as he neck chopped her, rendering her unconscious. I'll take her back. I'm sorry, Kakashi, but he really is gone. I know, Kakashi said in a hollow voice as he was gone. Do you think it was wise to tell him? I didn't know he was here. Said Hiruzen to his Anbu, call for a meeting. We need to talk to the whole council and announces that he's gone now. As after half an hour, the council meeting came. Even though reluctantly, the civilian council, the elders, and the shinobi council arrived to see their Hokage sitting there with a sorrowful expression. What is this about, Hiruzen? Said Koharu. Is everything alright? Yes, I'm afraid for the rest of you everything is, but for me, no, personally. Why is that? Well, we have lost one shinobi, or our Jinchuriki as you can know. So we lost the demon finally. As many of the clan heads glared at him, as some of them were shocked. Damn it, Hokage-sama, I shouldn't have listened to you at the time, Tsuzumi Inuzuka said. Now that the pup is gone, I didn't even get a chance to tell him about who she was. What are you talking about, Inuzuka-sama? One of these civilians asked. His mother. She must be some horny bitch who laid down to get that demon born. As the kunai was launched, as his cheek was bleeding badly, it was cut. All of the muscles were cut. Choose your words wisely, counselor, because the next time I won't miss, said Tsuzumi, with a growl and death in her eyes as she sat down. Today I will personally announce the death of Naruto Namikaze Uzumaki, the heir to the Uzumaki and Namikaze clan. As everyone's eyes widened, wait, how can this be? Tell me this, counselor. Would you have given your child to the Hokage to seal the Kyuubi inside? He couldn't have asked that. It wasn't his personality, Hokage-sama, said one of the civilians. Then, yes, if he couldn't ask anyone, he had to do it for his own son. And besides, only an Uzumaki is capable enough to hold the Kyuubi no Yoko inside of him and not let its body destroy itself. I see. Then where can we bury him if he's dead? Said one of the civilians, with sorrowful expression that they lost the legacy of such strong shinobis. As Hiruzen said, that is not possible. The shinobi that I'm talking about, Naruto Namikaze Uzumaki, was consumed by Shinigami in a sealing process, and Orochimaru, from the looks of it, he's dead, but I know he's not. As Anko then said, yes, Hokage-sama, the seal glowed, but I was able to prevent that from happening, as if Orochimaru wanted to take over the body. But I know whose body he has taken over. It must be Kabuto Yakushi's, his right-hand man. As everyone nodded at this, meaning that Orochimaru is alive out there and we're without Jinchuriki. Our weapon is gone, said Danzo, as many of them looked at him with narrowed eyes. Yes, Danzo, our weapon is gone, said Hiruzen sarcastically. And the heir to the 2 strongest clans out there. Then what must be done to his heritage and jutsus? It must be sealed away, without anyone being able to lay their hands on him. But it is beneficial, Danzo said. No, it's not. It's Naruto's heritage. If he didn't get it, nobody will. You denied my request all those years ago when I requested that his heritage to be revealed. Koharu, Amura, why would I listen to yours now? This is called tit for tat, as you sow, so shall you reap, said Hiruzen as he got up. This meeting is adjourned. His funeral will be held 2 days later. As we go towards the hospital room to see Sasuke waking up, as she remembered what happened, as tears started to well up in her eyes, Sakura was sitting near, who was crying as well, with a sorrowful expression. Sakura, tell me it is a lie, please. No, he really is gone. Sasuke-chan. He died. As Kakashi was looking out of the window, leaning over a wall near the exit door. Yes, he is dead. As Kakashi then went outside, as one by one all of the Genins came inside both of their rooms, as Iba then asked, why the long face, and where is that Baka? He's dead. As all of them were quite shocked after hearing this. None of them could have thought that he would have died, as Neji then said, wait, how? As Sasuke then explained what happened. I heard it from Hokage's mouth. He was consumed by Shinigami-sama. God knows where he is. If Shinigami-sama has taken him with his body, then there might be a way for him to break free. No, you cannot fight a god, and to be exactly a death god, said Sakura, as Sasuke laid down there, as Hinata was also feeling heartbroken. She wanted to say something. She wanted to burst now. She was holding in for way too long. The feelings, the pressure, the hatred, everything was locked inside, in the meekness. She was too late again. It was the final straw, and something cracked inside of her. Something much more vicious. As when she returned home, her father and the clan heads called her, Hinata, it is decided that your sister is more suitable to be the clan here, and you are to be branded with the cage bird seal. But if you are able to win against all of us, said the elders mockingly, then you will be able to live. Fine. Meet me in the arena, as everyone was quite shocked with Hinata's coldness in her eyes and her voice, even her father, as all of them arrived there, as Hiyashi was sitting down, and so was Hanabi. As Hanabi was quite worried about her sister, she wasn't going to let her be branded with the cage bird seal, but a different seal, so that her Bakugan wouldn't be stolen. That's all. But what Hinata did next was butcher. No. Destroying the whole council of the Hyugas. They were rendered unable to use chakra or their Bakugan ever again. Hinata was heartless to them. Hiyashi had to step in to stop him, stop her from destroying even her grandfather, who was shivering mess now, under her cold-piercing gaze. Is this much more enough for you, grandfather? I'm still unworthy. No, you're not. Just please don't hurt me. Pathetic. So much for the Elder Council, she said, as she was about to leave, and father stopped. Hinata, stop! I'm not going to listen to you, Hiyashi. I am the new clan head. If you want to, you can suffer the same fate as them. But don't you dare stop me. I'm going to change this pathetic excuse of a clan once and for all. And my first motion is to remove the cage bird seal. If any of you have any say against it, I'll execute you all. Hiyashi then and there knew his daughter, his kind-hearted daughter that he hated, was gone. Her shell was broken, and something much more vicious was released. As Hinata stood in front of Hanabi, Hanabi, there's much we need to discuss. Come inside. Hi, Nesan. As Hanabi was quite shocked with the coldness in her voice and followed her sister behind. As Neji, who was there, was also gawking at the whole scene. What happened? As we go towards another plane, as Naruto was feeling huge amounts of pain, as if his body was destroying, and every seal, as the QB broke free in the form of chakra in front of Naruto. Great, just great, you pathetic piece of shit. This is what I needed. The one I've been trying to evade. You let me do him. What are you talking about? I'm in pain. Get away from me. I am getting away from you, you damn bastard. Your body's dissolving. It is a plane of the undead. The dead souls, I mean. Those who are undead will be dissolved into nothingness, and that is happening to you. Only your soul will remain, your body will disintegrate into nothingness. As Naruto's eyes widened. As Naruto saw, everything was disappearing into dust. His hands, one by one, each and every part of his body was gone. Suddenly there was no pain, and the darkness was gone, and so was Kyuubi. And when he opened his eyes, he was in a light. It was golden light, and it seems everywhere, wherever his eyes went, there were clouds. And in front of him was a throne on the clouds. And sitting up top was a beautiful woman he has ever saw. Ano, where is this? Naruto asked. As the woman opened her eyes. Ah, I see. You're here, Naruto, Uzumaki Namikaze. I'm Uzumaki, ma'am. Who's Namikaze? As after hearing that, the sad woman chuckled. Why, yes, my boy. I will answer your question. This is heaven. Wait, does that mean you're... Yes, I am Kami. As you might know me as God. Wait, why am I here again? I thought I was consumed by Shinigami. Yes, it wasn't supposed to happen. You were caught in the crossfire, I believe. And for that your body, or more likely you, suffered. Wait, I don't have a body, so if I died wrongfully, then does that mean that I got to... Yes, you get to go back, but I don't have a body, Naruto said in a thinking pose as Kami chuckled. My oh my, you really are an interesting figure, Naruto. Really? I get that a lot, Naruto said. Well, since you don't have a body, and because of my brother's incompetence you lost it, how about I reward you? Tell me, what do you want, Naruto? Is there any wish? I can fulfill it. I want my senseless dream to come true, Naruto said after thinking hard and long. He wants to achieve peace for the whole elemental nation. He wants to purge hatred and spread love throughout everywhere. I want that to happen. But why? Kami said with a frown. Don't you want to meet your parents or live here in heaven? Don't you want anything for yourself, Naruto? Well, his wish is kind of my wish. Really now, much more than meeting your family. Well, I know I never met them, but those who have tell me that they love me, and that is all I care about. And that dream is more important, so anyone out there won't have to suffer what I did. That is why I want this to fulfill, instead of me meeting my parents. As Kami then smiled. You really are selfless, aren't you, Naruto? For that I will reward you with not one, but 3 gifts. My first one is that, since I can't give you a body, I will give you a new one and make you a body of another being. What being? Chakra. You will be the representation and imitation, an image of chakra, not only for this world, but for the whole universe and galaxy. Wait, you mean we're not alone? No, Naruto. Chakra is everywhere. Only your planet was away from it until some incidents happened, and you know about the Siege of the Six Paths, right? Yeah, the old Super Grams dude that spread throughout the chakra over the whole elemental nations. Yes, the old Super Grams dude. Right. That's what happened. And that's why your world has chakra now, Naruto. Before you, everyone in the galaxy had it. But there was no life or representation for it. But now there is. That is you, Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. As Naruto smiled, I'll accept that. Good. And my next gift to you is this kid. As a golden egg appeared in front of Naruto. As it hatched, and Kami watched in amusement as a golden dragon emerged from it. As it laid its eyes on Naruto. As it squeaked and hugged Naruto around the neck. As if hugging. As Naruto chuckled. Wait, is this a dragon? Naruto said, getting shocked. As the dragon tilted its head, looking at Naruto with wide eyes. As Naruto then said, Damn it. Curse you, you're so cute. Yes, that might be true, and that is my second gift. His name is Dragonov. He is a dragon baby, of one of a kind, and he is a golden dragon, one that is used to protect the heavens. Why does heaven need protection? Oh, it does, from the souls of those who have corrupted. You know, Yami rules over them. There's a place that you don't want to go. I guess so. Wait, if Yami rules over them, then what does Shinigami do? He's a lazy bastard, Naruto, whose only job is to just get the souls and just dump them on us. I guess. I guess he's the one who dumped me here, right? After finding out that it was a mistake. Sadly, that is true. And I do apologize for that. No worries. I accept this as well. And the third one is, you get to meet your parents. Naruto's eyes wide. Wait, really? Are you saying that I can meet them? Yes, Naruto. Kushina, Minato, you can come. As Duel's souls arrived in a bright light, as it was none other than Minato Namikaze, the fourth Hokage, and a beautiful lady with red hair and violet eyes. As Naruto was looking at them with jaws dropped. Wait, you're the fourth Hokage? That I am, Naruto. But I'm also your father. Nice to meet you, kiddo. As Kushina bonked him on the head, this is the first thing you say to our son after meeting him 13 years, and giving him such a big burden and showing him pain. I'm sorry about that, Naruto. I kinda made a mistake. Well, I forgive you too, Naruto said, with a smile. At least I know that you loved me, right? Did you? Naruto asked, with a hint of confusion and fear. Why, yes, obviously we did. Even before you were born, Tebane, said Kushina as she engulfed him into a hug, a bone-crushing one. As still, Kami was having the time of her life. Her job was quite boring and she was getting frustrated because of her brother, Shinigami, because of his laziness. So, it was quite amusement to see a family like this. And she was going to keep an eye on Naruto to see what he will do with all this power. As Naruto was quite happy meeting his family and was enjoying his time while we go towards Amegakure. As we see the whole Akatsuki gathered there. It consisted of Pain, its bots, Konan, Itachi Uchiha, Kisame Hoshigaki, Zetsu, and Sorcery of the Red Sands, Deidara the Mad Bomber, Hidan, the Jashinist, Kakazu the Immortal, and Toby, the Psychopath, with an orange mask with only one high hole. So Zetsu, what did you bring news about? I heard Konoha got attacked, and you went out a scoop on it, right? Yes, it seems that the Kyuubi Jinchuriki was consumed as a whole by Shinigami. As everyone's eyes widen, even Itachi's, you mean Naruto's gone? Yes, Naruto is gone. The Kyuubi is gone, consumed by Shinigami, and I don't think that we have any way of getting it back. Doesn't Biju reincarnate after every 9 years or so? That might be true, but none of the Biju have been consumed by Shinigami before. The god was intervening in this matter. We do not know what might happen. All we can do is just wait. Just great. Now what we can do. There is a way. Inkaku and Ginkaku. They were consumed once by Kyuubi, it is said, and they were sealed away. They were also Kyuubified. They have Kyuubi's chakra running through their veins. We can use them. And we can gather other Bijus to make the Ten Tails revive again. That might be true. We will still focus on our mission. Meeting adjourned, said Pain as everyone left. As Itachi woke from his slumber, as it was a hologrammic meeting, as Kisame was next to him. So Itachi, what do you think about this whole thing, Kyuubi being disappearing, and now we're still continuing the mission? To be honest, I don't think it's worth a while. Because what Kyuubi can do, those two cannot hold a candle to it, said Kisame. It was worth a shot though. What a loss. I'm going to go and cool down for a bit. You stay here, Itachi. Yes, Kisame. As after Kisame left, Itachi was in deep thought. As he sighed, I was going to put Sasuke out of her cursed hatred that he placed on her. He was fearful now for his sister. As we go back to Konoha, news has spread about Naruto's death, and not only that, who he was truly. And those who have hated him were now regretful and resentful for their past actions. That how they took pride after beating him, how they took pride after depriving him of any happiness, any friendship. Those who were his friends felt pride with themselves, and those who didn't want to be his friends just because to get praise from their parents were looking at them with hatred. They could have been a friend of a hero, but no. All of that glory was gone thanks to their parents. And Danzo was gritting his teeth because he has just lost his greatest weapon. Konoha was pretty much naked in the eye of his own and the rest of the elemental nation, ready to be taken and striked again, and to be crushed under the heel of any other village. He was not going to let that happen. He was going to kidnap the Jinchuriki of the other villages and make him or her his own personal weapon. A weapon that will be away from anyone and will be at the disposal of his own and nothing else. Sai, I have a mission for you. Gather intel on every Jinchuriki. I want that report ready in 4 months. Hi. Now go. As Sai, along with his team, left. As Danzo was sitting there, I lost 9 tails. I'll get one. Another Biju from a minor village. After all, it was our Shoda who gave them. It's only rightful that we can take it back. As we go towards heaven, to see Naruto just sitting there, chatting with his family and Kami. As after chatting there for what seems like to be 10 days, without any rest or so, the parents finally said their goodbyes and said that they will be waiting there for him to get back here once he's old. But they were surprised when they found out, and so did Naruto, that he was immortal now. He couldn't die. And Shinigami gave him a pass to whenever he wanted, he could visit them. And both of the parents were happy. Since he didn't have a body and he was the now face of chakra, he was immortal because chakra was immortal. And not only that, Shinigami-sama, before he left, told him about his powers. Now I'll be sending you to Mount Miyaboku since they are your summons, and you'll train under them to control your powers. Kamamaru has been informed about your arrival already. Your information will be not revealed to anyone, not even to your senseis or your village. You will have to train first and take down Akatsuki because their intentions are pure. They want to take over the world and take control of all the 9 beaches. But the Kyuubi is gone. It is gone, but it will come back. I have also freed him from Shinigami's stomach, but I will keep him in heaven for a much longer time to delay their process. But it seems that they might have found a way around it, even though it might work, but not for a long time. So, my suggestion is that you work fast, Naruto. You have a little time. How much long do I have? 5 years approximate. That is how long you have. Good. I can shorten that time with the Shadow Clone Jutsu. Now leave, Naruto. Your destiny awaits you. Goodbye, son. May the god be with you, and best of luck, said both of the parents as Naruto smiled. Yeah, you bet. After that, Naruto was gone. As both the parents turned towards Kami, who was laughing. Oh boy, I forgot to tell him. About what? Those 2 girls that are quite obsessed with him. God knows what they might do to your son after they find out that he's alive. As both of the parents felt pale after hearing that. Oh no. Fangirls. They are not fangirls. They are strong shinobis. Konomichis, but they are quite psychopathic when it comes to him. Wanna see what happened? As both of the parents saw what happened to Hinata, how she turned from a gentle to a cold-hearted bitch in the eyes of the rest of the village, and she would trample over anyone, even her own clan members, if they tried to deny her as so much. She was a tyrant in every right. As for Satsuki, she was known as one of the Ice Queens now, cold as ice and lethal as poison. She was already a Chunin, and so was Hinata, while Sakura was struggling hard. As we go back to Konoha just to see Hiruzen sitting in his office, as his head was down as he was being yelled at by none other than Giraffe the Tosani. Damn it, Sensei! I only go out just to deal with some of my spy network, and this is what happens. The kid dies after that punk snake attacks. I'm going to butcher him to death. I know for sure that he's alive. How do you know that? Orochimaru has been meeting again with some other minor villages to cause a havoc again inside Konoha. I've put a hold to them, but he's still out there. I see. But Sensei, still, how can you let that happen? I don't know, Jiraiya. I was distracted when I was doing that jutsu. I do not know what kind of seal I made. It was in a spur of a moment. And Naruto jumped in front of Shinigami. He was in the crossfire and he was consumed. Is there any way we can find him, or locate him, or do anything? No, we can't. How can you aim to go towards Shinigami and ask for him? Shinigami will outright kill you or consume you, Jiraiya. This is plain stupid. It's worth a shot, Sensei. No, the only way to summon him is to offer a sacrifice. Your soul. Are you able to do that, Jiraiya? Can you do that? Jiraiya fell silent. Fine, Sensei. So why did you call me back? After all this time, I didn't want to come back here. Not now, at least. I called you here because I need you to find Tsunade. Since I know that you're not going to take the job, hell no, I'm not. As I was saying, Jiraiya, she might be the best candidate. Please, it's my request as your sensei. Please, bring her back. I'll do my best, Sensei. But don't expect any results because you know about her. She won't be coming back that easy. Please, just give her this letter. I hope she will. And after that, Jiraiya left, but didn't open the letter. He was quite curious about it, but he didn't bother with it. He was going to find out once he found his teammate. As we go towards Naruto, who arrived in Mount Miyabuku suddenly, as two toads greeted him, as they were none other than Fukusaka and Shima, the Toad Sage. Well, Naruto boy, you're here. Why don't we go and greet the Toad Elder Sage? You must be Pa and Ma that Gamakichi so much talk about. You know Gamakichi-chan? Well, he's my personal summon. That's true, but you can't meet him, kiddo, because you're not in to be contact with him since he thought that he lost you. He was quite down about it. I see. I'm sorry about that. Still, it is quite surprising. Representation of chakra. Being chakra yourself. In person, how does it feel? I don't know. I don't feel any different. Interesting, said Shima, as both of them went inside the chambers of the Elder Toad Sage. As the toad opened its eye, my boy, you're here. Kami-sama has told me everything about you, and how you need to train your powers. From the looks of it, you have all chakra natures and the Kekkei. Wait, you mean I have every Kekkei? Naruto then put chakra into his Sharingan. As Sharingan came to life, whoa, everything was red and slowed. Damn, this is how Sasuke-chan sees? Cool. Naruto then had another idea as he disconnected his chakra. Byakugan! As veins popped from his eyes as his eyes turned pale. Whoa, I can see everywhere. This must be why Neji was so arrogant. He tried to imitate him. You are within my 360 vision. Fate has declared me already the winner. Sorry, Neji. It's kind of fun. And after that, everyone was quite amused by this. A kid with every Kekkei and Dojutsu, as well as every chakra nature. What kind of powerhouse he was going to be? Why don't you try Mokuton? What's that? Just do it, challenge chakra to the ground. Mokuton, as a wood stump erupted. Whoa, is that the wood release? That is what it's called. Whoa, I thought it was some other jutsu. Wow, this kid is plain idiot, said Gamamaru, with a sweat drop. Oh, I'm not an idiot. Naruto boy, unfortunately, you are. As Naruto was sitting on his knees hugging them while a cloud was on his head. Oh man, you brought me here to roast me or something? No, Naruto, we brought you here to train. You have only 2 to 3 years before the Akatsuki can make their moves, said Gamamaru. How do you know about that? Naruto asked, quite curious. Well, Jiraiya boy has been busy, and from the looks of it, from his spy network, it has come to light that they are going to make their first move 3 years later in Naruto. They are planning now, looking out the whole village defenses and everything, measuring securities. It'll take time because there will be many fails and many infiltration successfuls, and after that they will strike. I see. When can I begin? As all of them smiled. As we go towards Jiraiya, as it was 1 month later that he found Tsunade in Tanabata town. He was quite surprised she was nearby, yet he was not searching there, as he was still sorrowful about the loss of his student and godson. As he entered there and sat next to her, Tsunade was quite surprised by this, as he didn't greet her. Jiraiya, what are you doing here? And what happened to you? You look sad, she said, teasing manner. Naruto and Kushina's boy died. My godson died. What do you expect from me? Her eyes widened. Wait, didn't he die at birth? No, it was a false news. He was alive, since Minato made him the Jinchuriki. And not only that, he died fighting Orochimaru. He was also sealed inside the Shinigami's stomach alongside his body. As Tsunade winced, ouch, meaning that, yeah, we can't even give him funeral or burial. I'm sorry about that, Jiraiya. Why are you here, though? Sensei wants you back. He wants you to become Hokage, Jiraiya said with heavy eyes. No. I don't do that, Jiraiya. I'm not going back there. You know about that. Tsunade, please. You have to. I'm in no way of reasoning here. I'm also suffering through a loss. But I'm not going to let that affect me. You know what happens to whoever takes that job, Jiraiya. I've lost too much for the village. I can't go back. Well, yeah. Sensei reminded me to give you this letter. Here. As Tsunade opened the letter and started to read about it as her eyes widened. As then her eyes turned sorrowful as she shed tears, and then her eyes turned full of rage. Shizune! As Shizune arrived from behind the counter. Hi, Tsunade-sama? With a pig for leaving towards Konoha. As Jiraiya was quite surprised, even though he was still mourning for his fallen godson. What got you so worked up, Hime? Read this, Jiraiya. You'll find out. As Jiraiya began to read this letter. Dear Tsunade, if you're reading this letter, then I must confess one thing to you. Your child at the birth, more likely your and Jiraiya's child, that you accidentally had after sleeping together, was alive. It wasn't killed after birth. Its bodies wasn't destroyed in the hospital rubbles. I took that child and placed him under a new analysis and name. His name was Minato Namikaze. I'm sorry to both of you. And Jiraiya, if you're reading this, know this, that it was in order to protect both of your child. I have no intention of lying to you, but Koharu and Hamura and Danzo threatened that they will reveal the heritage of the child to the whole village if I was to reveal the heritage to both of you. And that is why my hands were tied. So in order to protect you two and your child, I did what I could best. As Jiraiya was also enraged. Damn those old bag of bones. They're going to pay for this. But he's already gone. Meaning my grandson. Her grandson. Jiraiya said with tears in his eyes as well. Oh no. I've been here mourning for my loss all this time, but my grandson was out there in that village all by himself. Tsunade began to hyperventilate. He may calm down. We will make them answer our questions, and they will pay for what they have done. Sensei will also answer to us. He has a lot to tell us about this. You're right. Let us go, Tsunade said in a broken tone. She came to realize that she had lost something more precious. Her son and grandson that she didn't knew she had. As the two Sanins, enraged, and her apprentice were marching back to Konoha. As Akatsuki was also making plans. As for Satsuki, she was being trained by Kakashi when she was approached by Suna. I mean Sound Ganon. What do you want? And tell me for 1 second why I shouldn't kill you. Because Orochimaru said someone has sent us here to get you. Why? That mark on your arm. It is not a normal mark. It enhances your powers. I know. It is a curse mark and what it can do. Then you know that it can give you a power beyond your imagination. At the cost of my soul? No thanks. I will be the one who kills Orochimaru. Many have tried and failed. What makes you think you will succeed? You will find out once I cross the path with him. As 2 Chidori's were charged and 2 of the Genins lay dead on the ground. As Kakashi was there, you were under arrest for infiltrating Konoha. As both of the Sound Genins were arrested, those who were alive while the other 2 lay dead. Are you alright, Satsuki? Satsuki looked at him with a sick smile. I'm fine, Sensei. You know, killing those who have killed your loved one has a nice feel to it. I'm gonna enjoy torturing that bastard. As Kakashi was quite surprised by her answer and was quite fearful. As we go towards Yuga compound, it was quite silent and changed after the whole new makeover, as Hinata was sitting on a throne that she made. She was the new clan head and attended council meetings, and was cold to everyone, even the Hokage. As she was sitting there as Hanabi was standing behind her, without any seals, and so was Neji. As Yashi came, Clan Head Sama, the Yuga Council requests your attendance. Oh, attendance, as both of her guards and she arrived there, her sister and her cousin, who was now following her with all he had because she freed him from her cages, as Naruto has predicted. Even though it cost him his death, he was quite sorrowful about it, and it was a sensitive topic to Hinata. What is it you want to talk about? We were hoping that you would marry soon, because we were hoping that you will be able to give us a new hair. I'm still young. There's quite some time, and I don't have to get married. My sister will carry out the clan if she wants to, or my cousin will, if he wants to. But me, I don't want to. If this is all, this meeting is adjourned. As after that, every elder left. As Hinata was about to leave, Yashi said, Hinata, I know what I made and done is not forgivable, but please, you have to stop this. This is madness. This is what you want, Yashi Yuga. You wanted your coward and innocent daughter to be gone. I'm not hurt anymore. You have unleashed something more vicious, and you will pay the price. This isn't what you wanted. Cold-hearted Yuga, who will make the clan prosperous, but you're destroying it. There is no difference between branch and the main. There is no branch and main that was created by our foolish elders and ancestors. When our clan originated, it was never the case. But following years, it happened during the line of some foolish ancestor and their power-hungry mindset. And look where it got us. The family was divided into 2 parts, but not anymore. Not under my watch. I'm not going to do that anymore. I have banned any clan head to do that. If he does this, or just as so suggests this, he will be executed on the spot. Even if he is my son or not, or my cousin's son. I agree, said Neji. Me as well, father, said Hanabi, as she was at loss of words. If that is all, I'll be leaving, father, said Hinata as she left. As after everyone was gone, she was sitting there with tears. What have I done? I wanted her to be strong, not cruel. I guess I'm sorry, Hitami. I changed our daughter. As Naruto's other friends were also training hard to fight Orochimaru and bring justice to their fallen comrade, Shikamaru was being less lazy as Yoshino was worried about him. Oi, you lazy bastard. What happened to our son? He's been working awfully a lot lately. I'm happy about that, but I'm afraid that he might overwork himself. Troublesome woman. He's sad about the loss of his friends. What do you expect from him? Just leave him alone. The kid might grow out of it pretty much soon. From the looks of it, you lazy ass, he's not going to. Oh, what a track. Then I guess Orochimaru has to die then, after all. As 1 year passed. Nothing happened. Everyone was growing strong and the village was cold. Tsunade has returned, though, and had been nominated as the new Hokage and became one. As the civilian council and the elders were interrogated and investigated, only to find that Danzo and some of the civilian clan heads were quite suspicious and put to justice and executed as well. Danzo was put out of his misery, and the one who put him out was none other than Sasuke Uchiha after finding out that she was betrayed by him. Itachi was betrayed by him, and he was the reason behind the Uchiha clan massacre. He was the one who was pulling the strings. She shoved 8 Chidori straight through his heart over and over and over and over again until there was nothing left into him. After that, she ripped and destroyed each and every Sharingan. And then she found the jar in which her father's eyes were kept. She destroyed that jar. She didn't want that accursed eyes. But she was surprised to find her mother's as well. They have been mutated to form Mangekyo. She then read a letter. To achieve the ultimate power, one must use these eyes and infuse them with your own, as this is what Sasuke did. She infused with the help of Tsunade Senju those eyes into her, gaining the infinite power, the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. As with Naruto's training was getting along. As 2 more years passed, Naruto was the strongest he ever could be. During those 2 years, he has went to meet many of his friends and families without any of their knowledge. He was quite shocked when he found out that what happened to them, and quite disturbed when he found out what Sasuke thought of him, and was quite happy as well, but was quite shocked still nonetheless. And about Hinata, well, he was quite shocked as well. And once he talked about this to his parents after returning to heaven about his discoveries, he was shocked that they already knew, and Kami didn't tell him about this. Talking about his pet dragon, Dragunov, he was also grown now. He was a 3-year-old Dragunov who was at the height of a mountain now, at least up to Gamabunta's height. He was old and he wasn't going to age anymore. He was an immortal dragon, and he could still telepathically talk to Naruto. He had emerald green eyes and golden skin, as he had huge wings behind his back. As he said, "Naruto, we should go now. It is time. The Akatsuki, it seems, are making their move." His one power was to stop time and can see through future. He was time manipulator, as well as he could use solar beam, or more like sun energy, to breathe out of his mouth that could melt anything, even the strongest out of strongest metals, into existence, into nothing but molten lava. As we go towards Sunagakure, as the village was infiltrated and Gaara and Kankuro were the only one fighting, as one of the Suna delegates came towards Konoha, where Temari was staying for the time being to form treachery. As he rushed towards the Hokage-sama, bad news. A delegation from Suna arrived, and he told that the Kazekage-sama and his brother was taken by Akatsuki. Damn it! We have to send some shinobis. Gather Team 7 and Temari here. As after that, some moments later, they arrived. What is it you want, Tsunade-sama? Tsunade trained Satsuki and Sakura under her wing, as both of them showed incredible talents in medical ninjutsu. Plus, her Sharingan made it more efficient for Satsuki to learn more at high speeds. You are to go towards Suna. Gaara has been taken as a hostage by Akatsuki, as Temari guessed, so has Kankuro left after them. We have to go there. As on the other side, Naruto left as well, flying over his dragon. He came above a clay bird that was flying. That is them, Naruto. As Naruto then jumped down, still falling into the battle. What a knucklehead I'm stuck with. Oi, you know you love me. I hate to admit, but I still do. Be careful. I will, old friend. As Naruto punched, Deidara was cackling like a maniac, as his jaw broke. Who are you? Who am I? Why, you ask? Because I can crush your teeth. Try, as a punch straight went through Naruto. But how? Are you a ghost? Yes, I'm here to haunt you both. Naruto said in a teasing manner, as both of them felt a little pale as Naruto laughed. I'm kidding, I'm Chakra. Wait, what do you mean? Name's Naruto, and you all know me as Chakra. That is quite confusing, but nonetheless, so-called Chakra, you're going to die. Interesting. As many punches and kicks went straight through Naruto, but he was still in a thinking position. You know, it doesn't hurt. And from the looks of it, you're quite tired, as both of them were panting heavily. Damn you, what are you? Chakra! Stop! You're annoying me, said Deidara, as he jarred C4 bomb and excused it with his mouth, and exploded everywhere, killing himself and everything in the vicinity, taking Sasori with him. Damn you fool, were the last words of Deidara before Sasori, he was gone, and with the explosion of Deidara, who was gone mad now. As Naruto arrived, still didn't hurt, as he opened his body, which was covering over the whole part of Gaara, who was unconscious. Looks like you're fine, Gaara. And Shikaku too. As Naruto went inside his mindscape to see Gaara, who was unconscious. Oi, who are you? Hey, long time no see, Shikaku. You. I remember you. You're that brat that put me back into the seal. Yeah. I am the one who did that. Nice of you to remember me. You? Why are you here? Wait, where is the fox? I can't sense his chakra. Well, you kinda know what happened to me, right? Yeah. Wait, does that mean, Kami-sama is holding him back for a little bit while because of the Akatsuki? What about them? You were almost kidnapped and extracted, and yet you ask what about them. You really are a Baga Tanuki. Let me guess, the fox told you, didn't he? Yes, that damn fox. Whenever he comes here, I'm going to beat him to the ground. Yeah, about that. Bye. What do you mean about that? Come here, you brat. Face me. Tell me. But nobody answered as Gaara was awoken, as he looked at a figure that he saw that. Hey Gaara, long time no see. Kazekage, damn, I thought that I was the first one who's going to be Hokage, but oh well, I guess I'll catch on to you in no time, said Naruto, as Gaara looked at Naruto after focusing his blurry vision, who was smiling at him. Naruto, but you are supposed to be dead. Well, I guess you were right, but I'm back. I was dead, but not kind of dead. That is quite confusing, my friend. And thank you for saving me. Hey, what are friends for? So, why don't I drop you back to the village? Kankuro. Oh my god, we have to help him. As both Gaara on his sand cloud with Naruto flew there with Gaara's Kekigenkai. Nice Kekigenkai. Now's not the time, Naruto. As Naruto jumped down to see that Kankuro was on the floor. His body was turning blue. Oh no. Dragunov, come down! What are you calling, Naruto? As a huge dragon landed in front of him, as it caused a huge gust of winds to fly at their faces. As Dragon shed tears in his face, as Kankuro consumed them as if water. As after that, Kankuro's whole body turned back to normal as the poison was destroyed. Wait, is that a dragon? Said Kankuro. Awesome, where can I get one? Nowhere, said the dragon as Kankuro was quite scared. The dragon talked. Is everyone here going to have the same reaction, Naruto? I should have stayed back. Naruto, where were you, actually? In heaven? Wait, Naruto? The fuck are you doing here, you midget? You're supposed to be dead. As Naruto's eyes brow twitched. I'm not a midget, first of all. Cat person and makeup stealer. It's a war paint! Yeah, same thing. Shit. Whatever. So, what are you going to do now? I'm going to go back to the village. What? No, Naruto. What I mean to say is, what are you going to do? Not as Kankuro. As Kankuro grumbled again. Why you ask me? I have to take down the Akatsuki first before going anywhere. Are you sure about this? Don't you want to meet others? I will, just in time. Naruto wasn't still sure how he will or his teammates will react once seeing him alive. As after that Naruto disappeared alongside the dragon, riding in the air. As then, Tamari and the rest of the gang caught up. Gaara, Kankuro, thank God both of you are alive. Are you both okay? Said Tamari as she hugged both of her brothers. Yes, we are fine. Huh, can you believe it? The midget came back to save us. And he said he was from heaven. Who are you talking about? Said Sakura. Who else than Naruto? Said Gaara. Yes, he came back. As everyone's eyes widened. But he seems different. He has a companion. Who? Said Sasuke in a low voice. A dragon. He seems much more powerful. What is that dope doing then if he's back? He's going after Akatsuki. Don't worry, he doesn't have the Biju. Shikaku just confirmed that. The Biju is being held back by Kami-sama, who saved Naruto, as he revealed this to Shikaku. Whoa. Guess we'll return then, if you're fine. Yes. Thank you, Konoha. You have my thanks again, so have Naruto. As after that, we see Naruto and Dragunov flying in the air. You know, Naruto, you could have just gone and met your friends who arrived there. I'm still scared. You are scared about meeting those two girls, aren't you? Well, yeah, I mean, I kind of like them, and they like me back, but I'm scared about what they might do now because they're so changed. They're cold towards everyone else. What if they don't like me anymore? You're scared for nothing, Naruto. You won't find out until you try. I guess you're right. But we have much more threat to deal with first. The Akatsuki. Where to next, Dragunov? As Dragunov was seeing through the time. Taki. Kakazu and Hidan, it seems, both immortal. Well, Taki it is, as Naruto went there. As we see Fu being chased by two Akatsuki members. Run along, little Jinchuriki, said none other than the Joshinist, Hidan. Because the more you run, the more fun it becomes for me. Hidan, we're here on a mission. Just take the girl and leave. But why? Said another voice as both of them halted. I looked back. It was Naruto, who was standing there. Who are you? I am your death, Naruto said, imitating his voice. Well, you're getting on my nerves, kid, as Kakazu's eyebrow twitched. Whoa, look who's talking about nerves. Even if you have any nerves, aren't you a dead zombie? As Naruto imitated a zombie. Me bad, me big zombie. That's it, fucker, you're going down, as both of them charged at Naruto. But Naruto then did something. He used Mogetan, binding jutsu, as branches of trees and woods came and binded them in one place. Impale, as many splinters came out of them and impaled them. This impalement has toxin, which will cause you to go numb. You can't move your body. You're paralyzed. Damn it! You fucker! As Naruto then awakened his Sharingan, his Mangekyo, that he learned from the Gamamaru-sama. He was the strongest Mangekyo holder. Genjutsu, Meteor Shower, Soul Destroyer, Jutsu, as both of them saw as meteors were falling on them. As it crushed and destroyed their souls, their body hissed as burn marks appeared on their body. It wasn't them who were burning, it was their soul. As the pain was unbearable, as both of them died from it. Their souls died. They were lifeless bodies now. Amaterasu, as both of their bodies started to burn with eternal black flames. As Fu was watching this, don't worry, you can come down now. I am a fellow Jinchuriki, or actually was. As Jame then said, I don't detect any lie. Come down and meet him. He's quite surprising. Who are you? I'm Naruto. Naruto Uzumaki Namikaze. I'm Fu. Thank you for saving me. No worries. What do you mean by you were at Jinchuriki at that time? Well, let's just say that something happened which caused me and my Biju to separate, and I ended up surviving that. Really? Yeah, that happened. That is so cool. And suddenly Anbu surrounded them. Are they with you? No. They have Konoha's headband, but why are they here? You are coming with us, Fu of Taki. Our leader requests you. Who are you? Who we are doesn't concern you. As Naruto then had a vision They are Danzo's goons. You mean that mummy-like elder? Yes, he's alive. He is not dead. He's still hidden within Konoha's walls and doing the bidding behind the scenes. A cunning bastard, I see. Naruto, with a blue flash, disappeared, and next thing Fu saw, everyone was on the ground, their necks rolling as blood was everywhere. Well, I guess you're safe now. If you're ever in need, just put this kunai down and I'll be here. Thanks, Naruto. Well, see ya, as Naruto jumped into the air as Fu's jaws dropped what she saw. Is that a dragon? Huh, what is it doing here? It's supposed to guard heaven, said Chome. Really? Yes. As if the mighty roar, the dragon flew as Naruto was standing there waving, Bye, Fu! Bye? Oh my god, he really is an interesting figure. Told you. As after that, Naruto went towards Eva doing the same and killing two more Akatsuki members, which were none other than Kisame, who died, and Itachi, who was the only one survived, and he was shocked when he found Naruto alive there. Naruto, how are you alive? Well, I can basically dead, as Naruto took a kunai and pierced through his body, and twisted it down, and nothing came out but a bright light, as you can see. I am chakra now. I don't have a body. My body is made out of chakra. Wait, how is this possible? As Naruto began to tell Itachi his story because Naruto knew, thanks to Dragunov's powers to see through time and the life of a person, what happened to him. And don't worry, my comrade can see through your life. You were betrayed by Danzo and he's still out there, but he was supposed to be executed. No, he started to or tried to kidnap the Jinchurikis, but I was able to prevent that. I already saved Fu twice from his goons. He's still within the vicinity of that vault. We have to take him down. I see. I will do that then. I'll go back to Konoha and do that myself after finding out. As Itachi coughed, it seems your illness is caught up to Itachi Nisan here. Naruto healed him as Itachi's eyes widened. But why? Why do this? You know that Sasuke hates me. No. As Naruto's eyes glowed golden, and after that he smiled. It seems that you're going to have a nice life with us. As after that Naruto disappeared, as Itachi smiled. Us? He said with wide eyes. And then he smiled again. I see. As after that, we go towards Konoha's underground basement. Damn it. This was the second best that died. I've lost 100 shinobis. I have only 100 left. As suddenly, he felt a kunai on his neck. Who are you? As the voice that he heard sent chills down his spine. I told you to stop going after her, and yet you didn't listen, and you got many involved in the crossfire. And for that, you will pay. Amateros was the only thing he heard as he was engulfed in pain unimaginable. He wasn't able to use the Sharingans as well, because it was what he used before he escaped his death, Izanami. This time it was too late. As Danzo was officially dead, as Itachi stood there, as he was surrounded by Hanpus, more likely Konoha's this time. Itachi Uchiha, you're under arrest. As after that, Itachi came in front of whole Konoha's council. As Jiraiya was also there alongside Tsunade. As Jiraiya said, Itachi, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be with Akatsuki. He is back. Naruto's back. As everyone's eyes widened. Wait, what do you mean? And from the looks of it, he is back and more strong and powerful. He's the one who's taking down the Akatsuki members and saving Legend Shurikis. He also told me where Danzo was. Wait, that corpse that they brought, and that shinobis that were dead, Danzo. But how? Izanami, a jutsu of ours that we use at the cost of one of the Sharingan eye to go blind, to revive ourselves from death. He has been implanted in his eyes, in his arms, that were burnt, and I didn't even give him the liberty of using them anymore. It was what he used to escape death. I see. So, are you going to drop your cover now, Itachi? Yes. I'm going to drop the cover now. Itachi is my spy, and he was there by Koharu Hamura and Danzo. As Itachi began to explain the story what happened and what kind of deal Danzo made to him, as everyone cringed and gritted their teeth and were thankful that the warmonger was finally gone. I see, and I apologize on behalf of Konoha. But please tell me where he is. I want to meet him. As there was a knock on the window, as everyone jaws dropped at it was a huge dragon, eye that was looking at them. And almost everyone's souls left their body. As then Naruto laughter was heard, as Jiraiya and everyone who heard this laughter, eyes widened. As Naruto opened the door. Damn, you should have seen your faces, as Dragonov disappeared and arrived on Naruto's shoulder, shrinking down his eyes. Huh, you're right. Is that a dragon? Said Tsumi. Yes it is. And what of it? Said the dragon, causing everyone to yelp. Naruto, as Tsunade engulfed him. Hey Bachan, it's nice to meet you finally. You knew? Yeah, I was in heaven and buddy over here, name's Dragonov by the way, can see through time and the future and the past as well. So I knew what happened. You don't have to worry about it. Naruto, my boy, said Hiruzen, who was now much more older, as he was rocked there by a wheelchair that was being held by his grandson. Hey Gigi, whoa, what happened to you? Let's just say that I'm finally happy that you're back. Sorry for causing trouble, Gigi. It's alright, my boy. It's alright. Are you alright? As Naruto jagged him with his golden eyes, which caused everyone to quite go intrigued. Golden healing palm. As Hiruzen, next thing he knew, was on his feet. I feel re-energized. What did you do, my boy? Well, I kind of gave you 20 years worth of life and chakra. Naruto said with a smile, which caused everyone to go slack-jawed at that. You can do that? Well, I am immortal now, so yeah, I can do that. As Dragonov face-palmed. Really? That is how you told him? Let me tell you a story, everyone. He's an immortal, and Dragonov began to tell the story of what happened and how he met Naruto. As everyone's jaws dropped. You mean you have a pass to go to heaven and come back here whenever you want, and not only that, you're an immortal who can't die, and have the power to give immortality. Well, I did just give life to Gigi for 20 more years. As Hiruzen then smiled. For that, I'm grateful. As Tsunade then said. So, what did Minato and Kushina said? They forgive you because you didn't know. And said that I should bring both of you along next time we meet. That will do, I guess. And Bachan, here you go. Naruto said, as Tsunade felt something. What did you do? I feel different. You're immortal now. Try this. As Naruto gave her a kunai, she pierced her heart, as only light came out instead of blood. As Naruto looked at Jiraiya, no, Ursanin, I'm not giving that to you. Jiraiya, come on, why not? Because you're a pervert. Fair point, but I don't want to live almost for eternity as well. The whole bickering, Naruto was welcomed back with open arms by Konoha, and not only that, he met his friends next, and they were quite happy and joyous after listening to his story and knowing that he was alive. But the most surprised out of all of them were Hinata, and the newly returned Satsuki returned from Suna and wouldn't let go of his other arm. Naruto was quite chuckling nervously. Calm down, girls, as both of them were glaring at each other. Let go, Yuga. Could say the same thing about you, Uchiha. Why don't I marry you two, since I'm also a clan head? Really? You promise you will treat us equally, and with respect, said Sasuke, matching Hinata's words. An alliance, Uchiha. Alliance it is, Yuga. And if you betray us, we're going to hunt you down and kill you. Fine. Naruto also turned them both immortals. With this, we'll be together for all eternity. As after that, both of them kissed Naruto. As their double date was put to halt as Akatsuki attacked. As Tobi, Zetsu, Pain, and Konan, who were only left alive, and the part of Akatsuki, he was enraged. You are the cause of this! Because of you, we have lost many shinobis, and I'm gonna have to postpone that now. As both the girls were enraged and charged at Zetsu, Tobi, and Konan, as Naruto took on parts of Pain and the Pain himself. As after that, Within 5 minutes, the girls were able to take down the three of them and subdue them because of their enrage and coldness and their sheer strength. As for Naruto, he was able to subdue all of the parts of pain, even the Tendo, and talk no jutsu through the original Nagato to talk him out of it, as Konan and she was let go, as the only one that were left were Obito, who were enraged by the betrayal of them, and Zetsu. Naruto revealed Zetsu's true intentions thanks to Dragunov's true powers to Obito, as Obito was enraged, as he is the one who killed Zetsu, and then was about to kill himself until Kakashi arrived and stopped him. No, I'm not going to let you do that, Obito. Leave me alone, Kakashi. I've done enough to harm everyone. I became the person I hated. And for what? For some peace that never existed. Just to become a plaything of that damn bastard of plant-like shit. I get it why you're enraged, but please, don't. You still have us, your friends. We will meet her in due time. Just don't like this. I'm a criminal, Kakashi. No. You're just a broken soul that was misguided. That's all. Yeah, Kakashi senses saying the truth. As after that, Obito finally calmed down. And 1 year later, we see both Kakashi and Obito standing at the grave of Rin Nohara as they laid their flowers there. Well, ready, Obito? You bet, Captain, as both of them were in Anbu. As Obito had returned back to his joyous self, he was going to enjoy life, as Rin has wanted, and try to move on. And he did. Guess who? Yes, Shizune. As for Kakashi, he moved in with a civilian. As for Naruto, he and his immortal grandma and his two wives were in heaven, with Dragunov obviously chilling there, as the whole family was looking over the peace that they have achieved in the elemental nations. Thanks to Naruto's deed, every village formed peace treaty with Konoha, and Tsunade, being still the Kage, was quite surprised by this but happy to accept. And even Onki was in on this, and so was A, were the too stubborn to agree, as the whole world was at peace. And the Otsutsuki, when they tried to get near the world, were zapped and got their asses stuffed with a dildo. Wanna guess who? It was Naruto Uzumaki who pranked them, so they couldn't go near it. As for Otsutsukis, they were forever remained outside of the world, never to harm the Poplins. As Naruto achieved the peace his own prankiest way, and the way of a shinobi, and get to live a life of a legend forever. As this is where I'm going to be leaving the story of, guys. I hope you like this one, and if you do, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you like the content of this channel, as this is Apollo Uchiha and I'm signing out. Peace.